Of course, it is Halloween, and in Detroit, there's something especially spooky happening in Corktown. For a second straight year, there's a special Halloween celebration at Michigan Central Station. And that's where we find 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith. And Matt, this is the second year. How big is this event going to be?
Well, Keen, just to give you an idea, last year they had like 3,000 kids out here. This year they're opening Michigan Central Station. This area has even more kids out here. So how are they going to do it? Well, they're going to have the event running from 4 until 8 o'clock. And yeah, the public is welcome to come on out. They're going to have tens of thousands of pieces of candy to hand out to all the kids. They're going to have a makeover for the viaduct while the Central Station is going to be remade into a haunted house. They're going to have spooky storytelling, face painting, and local cider mill cider available along the route that you can go along out here. But whether you're coming out here or maybe you're just doing the traditional door-to-door trick-or-treat style stuff, we want to kind of give you a how-to list of how to make this safer in 2019 so you and your family can have a nice Halloween. So here's one from the National Safety Council. Consider some reflective tape and lights for costumes. The more visible a child is, the safer they are. Another, make sure your child's costume is loose enough. The idea here, it works in 2 ways. One, to allow a little bit more movement that prevents tripping from happening. 2, it's going to be cold and rainy. We've been talking about it today. That's going to allow some warmth underneath the clothing as well. And before you head out, refresh your child on the rules of the road. No running between parked cars as people could be driving nearby. You don't want them to get hit. Make sure your child also is looking both ways, left then right at crosswalks. And let's talk health. The folks at Children's Hospital in Detroit reminded me this week, candy is fine if you're practicing good habits the rest of the year. One piece of advice to avoid candy overload tonight, though, a big non-sugary meal before trick-or-treating so your kid isn't filling up on sweets.
Kids with severe food allergies and other allergies, you still want to carry the EpiPen, we call them, injections that are for emergency use. So you still want to carry them just in case they need it.
Now, we told you about what's going on here at Michigan Central Station. Coming up at 6:30, we're also going to be talking about the winds we're expecting. DTE is going to be doing some special stuff to make sure everyone's safe out there. They're concerned this morning, or will there be down power lines? We'll talk about it with their experts live on our air coming up at 6:30. We'll also be talking about some things that you can do to make sure your kid's candy is safe once it's in their bag. All that and more coming up at 6:30. We're live this morning in Corktown. I'm Matthew Smith, 7 Action News.